What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to 2024. This is my first video I've put out in 2024 so far. It took like a 3-month hiatus just because of like adulting things in the property here, and I haven't honestly had a whole lot exciting things to film, but this is now something exciting to film. If you are a returning subscriber and viewer, thank you so much for the support, for the continuous support over the past 5-6 years. As you know, my content is typically truck content or car content. However, right now I'm kind of doing a little bit of tractor content with the property. So if you are new to the channel, I assume you're researching tractors. That's exactly what I did before I ended up buying this tractor here and choosing it. So a lot of videos I watched were super helpful, but they were also kind of old. So I kind of wanted to make a tractor series, if you will, for anyone who is currently shopping for a unit. Share my experiences, why I chose this. So either way, I kind of want to break this at least into a 3-part series, if you will. Part 1 being right now welcoming the new unit to my property, to the YouTube channel, if you will. Part 2, that is going to be why I chose this specific unit over all the other Kubotas in their lineup, and then even more importantly, over all the other brands like John Deere, Bobcat, Mahindra, all of those. And part 3 is going to end up being a cost basis. So what exactly I paid for this unit here behind me, and honestly just giving you that kind of information if you are looking to get yourself into a similar tractor of the sort. So behind me right here is a brand new 2024 Kubota LX2610 hydrostat transmission tractor equipped with a couple options. Let me walk you around the unit and show you what I got. So enough of my ugly mug. Let's get into this beautiful machine here right in front of us now. I bought this machine to kind of help out with about 4 acres of wooded land. This was obviously cleared already, and I did pay someone to do the majority of this. I do have clearly a lot of brush sitting there, and honestly I own probably about 1,000 feet that way into the woods, and we're going to have to expand into the woods at some point. And I was tired of borrowing machines from people, and I was tired of trying to get rental prices, and nobody ever had rentals available, this and that. So I decided to buy a machine. This machine here, like I said, Kubota LX2610. This is a hydrostat transmission unit. This is technically a compact tractor. It is obviously a lot bigger than the BX series, which is Kubota's subcompact. This is bigger than Kubota's typical B series, which is their typical compact, but it's also smaller than Kubota's L series and M series, which is more their like farm, ag, and industrial, if you will. This is kind of like an in-between. So like I said, I will get to my next video and talk about why exactly I chose this over the BX and the Bs, but also why I didn't go all the way up to like an L or M series. So today's video is about this thing right here. So this unit is currently equipped with LA535 Front Loader. Right now I do have the 60-inch Land Pride Grapple on it, which I am extremely excited about that. The third function is on the tractor itself. I do have a 54-inch bucket sitting right there. That is the standard size bucket for these machines. They also offer a 60-inch bucket. However, from my understanding, it is kind of light duty. On the rear of the tractor, it is equipped with Kubota's BH77 Backhoe. This is a subframe backhoe. It's not a 3-point backhoe, so I'm very excited about the subframe mount because I know it is a lot more sturdy that way. We do have all the arms and whatnot for the 3-point hitch. I did equip this tractor, well, the backhoe itself, with the mechanical thumb on the rear. I'm excited about that. We do have landing gear. However, I was thinking that it was going to come with some sort of rubber or something, so we will have to do something there. And then I did end up equipping this tractor with the R4 industrial tires. I almost put the R14s because Goodyear did come out with an R14 tire for these units. It is kind of like a mix between an R1 and a R4, hence 14 I assume. So between an ag tire and an industrial tire. However, they are substantially more money, and I do hear that they wear a lot quicker. So the only other thing I did with tires, I guess if you will, I do have 2-inch spacers on the tires, on the wheels and everything themselves. So it does stance the tractor out a complete 4 inches, 2 inches on each side. If you see see there is the aluminum spacer right there. I ended up buying those spacers through Brotech because Kubota spacers are steel and they only offer one size, and they're also stupid expensive, whereas these Brotech spacers, they offer like 6 different sizes for this machine, and they're also literally half the cost. And then the only other thing to point out real quick right now would be the fact that the rear tires are fluid filled. So the Kubota dealership that I just bought this from ends up using windshield washer fluid. They said they put 21 gallons in each tire. My math equates 21 gallons of that being about 175 gallons per tire. So basically about 350 pounds of wheel weight. And speaking about weights and dimensions and whatnot, this tractor, as equipped with front loader and backhoe, is about 20 foot in length. So the 20-foot shipping container behind me is going to be its storage spot for the time being. I did bring this here on a 20-foot gooseneck equipment trailer. However, that's probably a little bit overkill just because of the weight. That's a 14K trailer. You could pull any of these machines. This machine is just under 4,000 pounds as equipped. So it's about 3,500 pounds with the backhoe and with the front loader, and actually that bucket over there, and then about another 350 pounds liquid weight in the tires. So this machine, as it sits right here, should be about 3,850 pounds, give or take, with diesel fuel and other fluids. So realistically, you could pull this tractor on any tandem axle utility trailer, 7K, any tandem axle car hauler, 7 or 10K. 10K is probably still even overkill for this. And then of course any standard equipment trailer, 7, 10K. Like I said, I have this 14K 20-foot gooseneck equipment trailer, definitely overkill. However, if you are on a budget, like a small 7 by, I don't know, you could probably squeeze this realistically like on a 7 by 16 if you put the backhoe in type deal. You could probably squeeze this on a 16 footer. I think 20 foot was about the perfect size to spread everything out, and yeah, that's about that. So let's get into we'll get into a little bit more specifics here. All right, to get a little bit up more close and personal, this is the 54-inch bucket that is standard for that unit. Does seem to be fairly stout. I don't know exactly how much it weighs offhand. We'll find out actually taking it off the off the trailer itself. And then for the tractor, I'm going to go front to back. So just like the doctors tell you to do, and all the teachers in health class and whatnot. This is the Land Pride 60-inch Grapple. So extremely excited for this. This is basically a claw, so that way I can start picking up all this brush and moving it, picking up those logs and moving it, and that's going to be a fun video testing out the strength of the Grapple itself. But either way, come back this way. So nice thing about the Kubota products is the fact that all the front attachments are quick attach, I guess, if you will. So anything off the skid steer, Bobcat, like Cat, any brand will fit the front loader, which is awesome. So like I said, this has the LA535 Front Loader. I don't know offhand, but I think it's close to about like 1,200 pounds. Kubota does that in kilograms. You do have the front exhaust coming out that way. Kubota always has a metal hood, front grill bar, if you will. When you go to the LX series, which is what this is, you do get the step standard. A lot of guys complain because the B series right below this does not come with the step, but you do get the step. You do get a nice rubber floor mat, if you will. A little plastic box here to keep, I guess, tools and whatnot. In the cabin area, I guess, if you will, you do have a tilt steering wheel. There's a little lever here, allow you to tilt that wheel however in which way you want it. I am 6'7" giant, so it'll always be up for me. This way is all your light features. You do have a digital display here. If I turn the key on, you do have a digital display that'll be like your hours, your fuel, your hot, cold, stuff like that, RPMs, your PTO. You do have like, all these buttons, glow plug light and everything on that side. I'll shut that off for the time being. But you do have your throttle control over on this side, low and high. Of course, PTO, stop and start there. Parking brake and cruise control. This freaking thing has cruise control. This is your actual brake, and you have 2 of these just in case you want to control one, like the right side brake or the left side brake, or you put this little lever here so that way you control both at the very same time. On this side, this here would be your diff lock, so that way if you are getting stuck, and you see how swampy this place is, so I might be using that at some point here. Of course, you do have PTO controls a little bit more. You do have a lockout there for your bucket controls. This would be my front loader control, and this would be my third function to control the grapple itself. Right here, this would be my 3-point control. It's picking the 3-point up and down. However, with the backhoe on, it's always going to be down. This would be my 4-wheel gauge and lock. You can see it's in 4-wheel right now. Go back to 2-wheel. Do have a little storage cubby here with a 12-volt to charge your cell phone or vape or whatever the heck you do. You do have a pretty nice seat. You do get like the 2-piece seat. I'm sure this folds down. You have armrests and whatnot. It is movable. I don't know how to adjust it quite yet, but there's a lot of adjustability in that seat. I know if you went with the B series, you wouldn't get this, and actually the first couple L series units, you also don't get that. You just get the 1-piece bucket seat. You do have seat belt for safety, of course. Then on this side, you do have your three gear selection, I guess: low, medium, high, neutral, and all your PTO selections right here. Cup holder on that side for your waters on those super hot summer days. And then you could hear me just squeaking around. So you do have a typical ROPS bar, or ROPS. Turn signals back here, lights back here. Ooh, come to think of, the front lights on this tractor, 2024, baby, they are still halogen, so we will be getting some LED bulbs for up here. Maybe LastFit will hook us up with that. You do have your supports, of course, for the backhoe when you are digging and whatnot. I opted with a 16-inch bucket. You could have got a 12-inch bucket. I think you could have got like a 18 or 20 maybe. I did 16 right in the middle. And then just, of course, your standard hydraulic system back this way, and your controls right here. So super nice unit, very luxurious compared to the L series, and honestly even compared to the B series, a smaller class. And man, I thought this video would be a lot longer, but that's at least I got like 3 minutes of seat time putting it on the trailer this morning and taking it off right now. So once I get using this machine, of course, I'm sure I'll have a lot more to report at that time. Honestly, I'm probably just going to call this a video, just because, like, I'm not going to sit here and operate the machine right now. I'm super new to it. I mean, I use Kubota tractors at work, so I'm familiar in general, but like something with a front loader and backhoe, like we just using the pull trailers around the lot at work. So I'm not going to get into operating the machine right now in this video, because I don't want to make a fool of myself on YouTube any more than I already do. So that's going to be it. This was just kind of like a welcome to the channel type deal. I will make a lot more videos with this, especially if you guys like it. And yeah, it's good to be back on YouTube, guys. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you want to see some more tractor videos, man. And I'll see y'all guys next week. Peace. Oh my God, I almost forgot. This is a 26 horsepower diesel Kubota, 24.8 horsepower or whatever, just to get underneath that emission standard. So technically, I guess like 26 horse and like 19 horsepower PTO. PTO wasn't my biggest deciding factor with any of this stuff, just because I don't have any plans on using like a mower or anything, or a snow blower, snow pusher. If anything, I'll like, use a post hole digger or something like that. But yeah, this is like Kubota's 25 horse and under units, so that way you don't have to worry about diesel emissions. So take care.